Hey, this is Gunnar from Gaifus from Laifus. Welcome back to part two of the Crunchyroll Awards. We hope you enjoy and you have a good one.
All right, so we just finished talking about the best opening. Obviously, with an opening, there has to be an ending. So here are the nominees for best ending for 2021 Crunchyroll Awards. Before we get into that, though, I would just like to recap really fast the categories and the nominees that are for each category that we've gone over. So I know we went over for the best protagonist. It was Natsume from Decadence, Katarina Claes from My Next Life is Villainous, Yuji Itadori from Jujutsu Kaisen, Anos Voldigod from Misfit of Demon King Academy, Midori Asakusa from Keep Your Hands Up Aizuken, Shoyo Hinata for Haikyuu to the Top. For best antagonist, we had En from Doro Hedoro, Sukuna from Jujutsu Kaisen, Rachel from Tower of God, Akito Soma from Fruit Basket, Echidna from ReZero, and Overhaul from My Hero Academia. For the category of Best Boy, we had Satoru Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen, Kamen from Doro Hedoro, Kun Agnes from Tower of God, Legoshi from Beastars, Anos Voldigod from the Misfit of Demon Academy, Shoyo Hinata from Haikyuu to the Top. For the category of Best Girl, the nominees were Sayaka Kanamori from Aizuken, Chizuru Mizuhara from Rent a Girlfriend, Noi from Doro Hedoro, Katarina Claes from My Next Life is a Villainous, Abigail Jones from The Great Pretender, and Kaguya Shinomiya from Kaguya-sama Love is War. Best opening was the category for best opening was Easy Breezy from Aizuken, Kakai Kitan Jujutsu Kaisen, Wildside for Beastars, GP for The Great Pretender, Daddy Daddy You from Kaguya-sama Love is War, and Phoenix.
Daddy Daddy Do!
And now we are going to reread the nominees for the category of best ending, which are Lost in Paradise by Jujutsu Kaisen, The Great Pretender by Freddie Mercury for The Great Pretender, Night Running for BNA or Brand New Animal, DDDD from Doro Hedoro, Welcome My Friend from the, I believe it's Millionaire or Billionaire Detective, and then Last Dance from In/Spectre. So what do you got for these ones?
I'm pretty sure it's Millionaire Detective. Do you want me to? I'm gonna tell you which one I don't think wins it. Listen, okay. I think Freddie Mercury is fire, but like honestly, like I just don't feel like I get why they picked the song, but like I don't feel like the song really is that great of an opening or ending. I'm sorry. Is a great of an ending for The Great Pretender. Like I really wanted to hear because I felt like their opening was very much like a jazz kind of hit to it. Yeah. And I don't like the ending sequence. So okay. So Great Pretender for me is out. If I had to pick my favorite, honestly, Night Running in BNA, fire. So fire.
That one's cool. That one gave me the first ending for Fire Force. That's the vibes I kind of got from it. I thought that was a good ending.
It had that nice it's soft, but it's got that nice almost like a little techno to it. Yeah. And it just I feel like it makes me feel good. So that's that one. If I had to pick, easy pick.
That's Night Running. Pick?
That easy pick.
So which one do you believe is going to win? You really believe Night Running is going to win?
I would really hope it would, but if I had to pick one, honestly, I know it'd probably be Lost in Paradise, because Lost in Paradise was another solid one. Yeah, and I feel like the Jujutsu Kaisen train right now is just like
it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be the anime that's gonna sweep the award.
It's gonna be another like Demon Slayer. Yeah, you know what I mean. So I feel like that might take it. Another one I liked actually was for the Millionaire Detective, Welcome My Friend. That was pretty good, actually. So I think that might be a good contender.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think I'm in the same agreements as you. So my pick was Lost in Paradise, just because I thought the animation was super cool. Mm-hmm. And usually, like in action animes, it's usually not a very peppy kind of ending. Mm-hmm. And it was actually kind of like it just the whole style fit, and I thought it was cool. You know, usually you see it like shouting characters are in like their typical outfit. Right? Goku wears that orange and blue till the day he dies, and then like,
exactly.
You know, so it's cool to see like that, or like in My Hero, like you see them like wear different outfits. And I thought like the music video, I thought like it was a music video more than an actual like ending to a song or to a show. Mm-hmm. So that's my pick, and that's also what I think is gonna win.
Hopefully, we'll see.
Yeah, we are on category for the best JVA. For those of you who don't know, that is the Japanese voice actor performance. So for those of you who enjoy the subs, you'll get to know the names of the people who are being voiced. If you are a dubs only person, you don't have to worry about this performance and you can skip ahead. So I'll read those off for us. We have, so, you know, no one crucify me if I get the pronunciation correct. I will do my best to make it sound as accurate as possible. We have Ryo.
Roast in the chat, everybody. Roast in the chat.
Ryo Sugiyama, who plays Minare Koda from Wave Listen to Me, which is actually about a woman who becomes a DJ, like a John Tesh kind of person. So I think that's kind of fitting that she's in this nomination. Megumi Ogata, who plays Hanako in Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. Yusuke Kobayashi, who plays Natsuki Subaru from Re:Zero. Yuichi Nakamura, who plays Satoru Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen. Mutsumi Tamura, who plays Sayaka Kanamori from Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken. And Yusuke Onuki, who plays Daisuke Kanbe, the millionaire detective. I'll lead off on this one, I guess. My pick is the guy who plays Natsuki Subaru from Re:Zero.
Oh yeah.
Just because when your entire anime is built around dying multiple times,
you definitely need to have someone who's got that energy.
Yeah.
Because even in the because he's got a lot of death screams and shit. Yeah. You know, over and over and over.
Yeah. When you die in an assortment, when your whole show premise is you suffering before you die, it takes some good chops. And I know people are probably saying like, well, he's just screaming, but like listen to Attack on Titan's action in English and then listen to it in Japanese and tell me which one sounds more intense.
I do have to agree with you. I think definitely, like, to be honest, I'm more of a dub. Like subs are good, but I really do feel like the Japanese voice actors, their intensity, like you cannot. It's really hard to find an American voice actor who can match the intensity as the Japanese. I don't know what they're eating, but like
what's in the water.
Exactly, but they keeping it fire and it's good. So that one was a good. I agree with you. I think that one's a solid pick for Re:Zero. I think honestly, if I'm going like the most, because I haven't seen all these. Like what I did was for this category, like for Toilet, I haven't watched Toilet Bound. I'm sorry. And Wave Listen to Me, I haven't seen either. What I did was I took the character's best moments in dubs and I listened to it. What I found the most, the character or the voice actor that was the most like appealing to me, like to listen to, actually was from Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken, Mitsumi Tamura.
Okay, I actually really like that anime. I watched it on like kind of a whim, and I was like, oh, and then
it's a beautiful.
This is actually really good.
Yeah, it's a beautiful anime. Honestly, like I wasn't expecting it. I thought it was just going to be one of those like wacky kind of like
like Pop Team Epic or like something kind of silly.
But it was really good. I really enjoyed it.
I agree.
So if that would be my pick. I would. Okay. That would be what I would hope to win. I think you're probably more on the money with Re:Zero. Another one I thought was actually pretty good kind of was a sleeper. I'm definitely gonna have to watch more of the Millionaire Detective in sub, because I tried watching that shit in dub. Ooh.
No. Yeah, there's just some animes that like when they go dubbed, it's rough, and you're like, all right, well, we should just kept it.
Yeah, that's definitely one, because I was listening to the best hits for the Millionaire Detective, the best lines and stuff, and yeah, that one actually I liked a lot. So I'm gonna have to definitely re-listen to that. I think Millionaire Detective might be a good runner-up, but I think honestly, I think ReZero those could sweep it easy.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, then.
I like that option. So, all right, so now we have best VA performance in English. The nominees are Zeno Robinson, who plays Hawks in My Hero Academia; Crispin Freeman, who plays Ziyu Sudra from Fate Grand Order. I believe it's the Babylonian one. Aaron Phillips, who plays Laurent Thierry from The Great Pretender. Johnny Young Bosch, who plays Bam from Tower of God. Jonas Scott, who plays Legoshi from Beastars. And Anaris Quinones, who plays Echidna for ReZero. You can start off with this one since
I'm gonna go. I'll start off with this. My pick for not would honestly like Hawks, Zeno Robinson. Like, he was good, but I wasn't really honestly, like, I wasn't really feeling him. And maybe it was, and like, I'll admit, I mean, we've only had one episode of Hawks of him talking, so maybe I just need to hear more from him.
Yeah, I think this one might be a jump in the gun on. I think honestly, you could probably switch this one out for Overhaul if you're gonna keep it in the My Hero Academia.
Overhaul would have been a good choice. Or honestly, if we're talking season 4, me and Jessica are rewatching it right now. Night Eye, the voice actor for English for Night Eye, I like him a lot.
No. I think Night Eye is the one character I don't like. I mean, I respect your decision, but at the same time, I don't know, man. I just couldn't.
Garbage.
I just couldn't fall in with him.
What? This is. Did you hit your head, or what?
He was how many episodes? This is my thing, right? So he dies. Spoilers. Sorry, everybody. If you haven't seen season 4 yet, but if you're watching this and you think Hawks is going to win, then you've seen this 4th season. So let's just call it what it is.
Yeah.
Anyways, but like, I don't know. Like, everyone sat there and was like, "Oh my god, his death is so sad," and I feel like it wasn't so much sad as like it felt necessary, if that makes sense.
For Deku to grow, or what do you mean?
Like Deku and Lemillion. It's kind of like when Obi-Wan died in Star Wars. Shout out to my Star Wars fans. Like when Obi-Wan like lets himself get cut by Darth Vader, and he's like, this. The only way Luke is gonna go next level is I have to die.
Okay.
Like, I feel like that's what it did. Also, fun fact: the My Hero Academia, the guy who writes My Hero Academia is a gigantic Star Wars fan. And if you notice the locations, they're all named after Star Wars places.
Oh, really? I didn't notice.
I think so. Yeah, one of the places is called Dagobah, which is, for those of you who don't know, is where Yoda lives. Another one's called Tatooine, which is where Luke's from.
Yeah.
So he has like little like Star Wars references.
That's funny. I never noticed that.
Yeah. Now when you watch it, if they show places, exactly. I think the bar where they keep.
Where Shigaraki and them hang out?
Yeah, I think it's like Mos Eisley or something like that, which is a city in
the Star Wars world. That's so funny. I'm definitely got to write it down. You see, I wasn't paying attention to like the names of the locations. I was just watching. I was just looking at Deku when he's in his shoot style outfit, and I was just when he's got the. Yeah, I get it now. Yeah. I need to stop punching and start.
And actually use my legs.
Kick you in the nuts. But I honestly though, Night Eye, I thought so good. Like, I mean, like, I wish we would have seen more of him, but I think his character, it's a really great, because when you ever think of like a sidekick for All Might, I think he was a really great contrast, and I just thought he was amazing. So I'm really surprised you said that. But this is not a My Hero Let's Talk About Night episode. This is Crunchyroll Awards 2021. So getting back to it, Hawk's a sleeper for me. He's not.
Yeah, Hawks is like, that's cute, but you know.
Yeah, he's a he's.
We have Crispin Freeman of he's pretty famous. He's played Alucard in Hellsing.
Ooh.
Which is obviously a good one. Usually he plays like bad guys because he has a really deep voice. So I think ironically he is a bad guy in
in Fate.
Fate. But this one's a little tough too for me. Not really feeling the pick of that one just because it's such a random.
Yeah, you weren't expecting it.
Yeah, like really out of all the weird VA performances of this one, but okay, I guess.
Yeah. If I honestly, for me right now, I would say it's between Aaron Phillips and Jonah Scott. To be honest, like as much as I think Beastars is whack. I
was gonna say I'm gonna call shenanigans on the Beastars.
No, I'm gonna say, I'll admit to it. Like as much as I say Beastars is whack, I think that I think the Jonah Scott as Legoshi, as Legoshi actually like, I think his voice is very like I think it fits right. If we're just looking at it as like a high school wolf dude, I think it fits. Yeah, and I think it's good. Like, I enjoy it. Like, the first episode, it was good listening to him. And then the plot just kind of got all wackadoo.
Yeah, you got to skip that episode. Once you skip that episode, I'll just tell you what happens, and then you can go back to where things are.
Listen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get just loaded to extreme levels, and I'm just going to binge it. And then I'll come back and report. Exactly, and then I'll come back and report. So if I had to pick my favorite between the two, I'm probably gonna have to go with Aaron Phillips in The Great Pretender. I love how he portrayed Laurent. I also just love the character too. So maybe there's a little bias there, but
just a little bit. It's okay. Mine's a biased pick. So
yeah. So I'm gonna go with Great Pretender on this one.
Okay. My pick was Johnny Young Bosch, Bam Tower God.
Of course it is.
My boy Johnny Young. I'm a gigantic Power Rangers fan, and he was an original Power Ranger. He plays one of my favorite characters of all time in Ichigo. Kurosaki in Bleach. Is actually I forget his name in. Is it Zeras? Zoras from Black Clover. The trap spells.
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
Really?
That's Johnny Young Bosch.
Okay, I changed my vote. Never mind. You ever do that? You ever listen like I have the same thing right now. So in My Hero, what the big three, the guy that can he eats things and
Aaron is voiced by Aaron Dimisic or Disney or something like that.
The guy from Dr. Stone.
Yeah.
And I when I put that two and two together, I was like,
it was a moment.
It really just like your brain just like expands as wide as the universe.
He's good. He's been in a lot of good stuff too.
Yeah. God.
But that is biased. So let me say, I've seen Tower of God. Haven't seen it in English. Saw it in Japanese. But I have to represent for Johnny Young. Yeah. I'm sure the listeners are going to hate me for that one. Also, for those of you who would like to show a little more bias, Crispin Freeman is also the voice of Itachi in Naruto.
Ooh.
So if you enjoyed Itachi, he is also a vampire.
Oof. Well, I'm gonna have to change my vote. No, I'm gonna actually stick with mine. I'm gonna stick with mine. Aaron Phillips all the way.
So Johnny Young is my pick. I want Ineris Quiñones to win just because she's Latina and
we do need some diversity up in it. She actually did really good. That was I think she did really good too.
For the culture, baby.
Yeah, exactly. And there was a lot of memes about season 2 of ReZero. Remember all that with the T?
Yeah. Oh my god, dude!
That was a lot. That was a moment. If that was honestly for me, that's probably gonna be. I think that's gonna sweep it. I'd hope she sweep it, but probably it might be Johnny Young Bosch, just because Tower of God is so good, and then he's just such a name. Everyone,
I agree.
Everyone except me knows about him, so.
Also, shout out to the fact that we got to be. He was the one that we were in the same room with Sack Anime.
I was gonna say that. I remember we went to his Q&A, and everyone was like, "Do you remember that one time in Bleach when he got the sword and then he lost the sword?" And he's like, "Yeah, I remember that. It was great times, great times. A lot of inspiration, a lot of energy."
Yeah.
And then the next guy would come up. Do you remember that other time in Bleach when?
It's like that Saturday Night Live episode where he's like, "Remember when you did that thing in the movie?" He's like, "Yeah, that was awesome."
Yeah, exactly. That's how I felt. But he was actually really cool to see. Shout out. We're gonna have him on episode 4, just so everyone knows.
Wish, man. Yeah. All right, we are on Best Director now, category of Best Director. So we have Masaki Yuasa, who did Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken. Yusuru Tachikawa, Decadence. Sung-Hoo Park, Jujutsu Kaisen. Hiro Kaburagi from Great Pretender. Mamoru Hatakeyama, who directs Kaguya-sama Love is War.
That was good.
And Takashi Sano, who directed Tower of God.
I gotta say, all these choices, really great.
They are all really good options.
All these directors are great, and I hope they keep doing what they're doing. So, did you want to start, or did you want me to start?
Yeah, honestly, this is gonna sound like such a cop-out, but I honestly didn't pick one.
No?
I didn't have a personal pick just because I thought they were all really good in that sense. There wasn't one that stood out to me the most that was better than the others.
I get you. If I had to pick, if I'm just going straight off by bias, Love is War Season 2 all the way. Like, hit me up with that daddy do anytime. But that's just what my heart wants. But if I'm really picking, honestly, I really love Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken.
I was thinking, now that I'm sitting here and thought about it, I think it might be that one, just because it's such a great love letter to like the people who make anime and stuff like that as well. Like, yeah.
And you're just and the how do you say his name?
Which one?
The director.
Masaki Yuasa.
Yeah, I was watching a thing talking just about all the works that Masaki Yuasa has done. And he's just like, just watching his progress. I don't know. He just seems like a person that really loves what he does and really puts himself into it. Yeah. And I just really appreciate that, because there are times when, like, I feel like, especially in in any kind of media and stuff, there's a lot of repeating what others, there's a formula, A plus B equals C, hero, villain, mid movie plot, and then, something bad happens, and then we all come together for the climax. So it's really nice to see like someone. I felt like, it's all still there, but I felt like it was so beautifully done. The animation was just so good, and it just felt it was really good. So I'm gonna have to, that would be my pick. That's what I hope wins. In my brain, in my heart, if Love is War Season 2 wins, the world is good.
Okay. So for those of you who are not aware, following Gunner's comment about what he really puts love into it, for those of you who do not know, Masaki Yuasa is also the director, has directed things such as Ping Pong, the animation.
Which is fire.
Which, if you haven't seen that, is definitely an interesting take. He is also the director of Devilman Crybaby.
Oh, okay. Devilman Crybaby. I got him. That one, so beautifully done. I still don't understand it. I've watched it 3 times. I don't get it. But I love it.
It's a journey. Ride Your Wave, which is an awesome like a romantic drama that is also, if you have access to it, is on HBO Max. He actually directed, wrote, and was a storyboard artist for an episode of Adventure Time.
Yeah, I saw that.
And if you're interested in watching another one of his movies, it is available on Netflix. It is called Lou Over the Wall. If you've ever seen any of these animes, you kind of notice that they have a similar animation style to them. But yeah, so now that we've beaten the drum for Masaki Yuasa, I guess he's our pick for best director.
all the way. But like, I have to repeat, all these directors, they do amazing. All of them do. Like the one for Decadence, I think that one's really good too. That's a good up runner. I mean, Jujutsu Kaisen, that's easy. Great Pretender's really good because it's got like, it really helped. Like, the story's good, but the way they cut and everything just like put together, all these do a really good job putting everything together. So if any of them win it, like, even if it's not Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken or Love Is War Season 2, they all deserve it. So,
Gunnar, not to try and sway you, for those of you who don't know, if there was one anime that Gunnar will say is the greatest thing ever until the day he dies, it is the anime Mob Psycho 100.
I 100% agree with that.
And the director of Decadence, Yuzuru Tachikawa, is the director of Mob Psycho 100.
Oh, Dayo, why'd you tell me that? Dayo!
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I think Sung-Hoo Park did what's it called? I think he did Tower of God. I think that's his. Yeah, Mappa.
Wait, who?
Yeah, Tower. Not Tower of God.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tower of God's already on there.
Sorry, that's not
actually
high school. The fighting one in high school.
Oh, God of High School, High School God or something like that.
Yeah, God of High School.
God of High School. Yeah. Actually, Sung-Hoo Park did all of these. But we couldn't put his name as all the directors.
Yeah, so we had to make it seem like everyone else tried something. Yeah, okay, so he did do something. the God of High School.
There you go.
So I'm not crazy. Thank God.
God of High School, Tower of God, a lot of God. Yeah. So easy to mix up.
Yeah, there's a lot of God in these Korean webtoons they make. So good.
Easy to mix up. So honestly, I did not know that. But that's probably why Decadence is so good.
Yeah. I definitely liked it a lot more than I thought it would too. So
yeah,
shout out. Well, shout out to all the directors. We'll maybe talk more about like that kind of stuff.
That'd be cool. Maybe like a deep dive.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
All right, so now we're on to which I think is probably one of the more sexier categories, which is Best Animation.
Ooh.
We have the nominations of Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken, The God of High School, Great Pretender, Jujutsu Kaisen, Princess Connect, and then Beastars. I'll go first. I can go first on this one. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like 3D animation that much.
I'm 100% with you. 100% with you.
Yeah, we'll get it. I'm sure we'll have a podcast talking about how we feel about 3D animation.
Why we hate
it. So that took Beastars out for me for that one. I had honestly, it's like a toss up between Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken, God of High School, and Jujutsu Kaisen for me. Those are my like three. I picked Jujutsu Kaisen just because I'm biased, but for me, it could be any three of those.
For me, I'm really feeling. I do agree, Beastars is out. Sorry, but to be honest, though, it's not just because it's a 3D animation. Because if I'm being like, what was the other one we talked about? Dorohedoro. Like that has the 3D animation, but I felt like they blended it a lot better. So I still don't like the 3D animation in it, but it's blended a lot better to where you kind of forget about it. You know, there's a couple scenes where it's like, yeah, that's there, but really it's not as bad. So if it was just Beastars and Dorohedoro all the way. But yeah, I definitely agree Beastars is out. For me, I really thought, and probably this is probably just my sweep in general, Great Pretender, the animation, I really liked the style. I thought it was really good. You know, especially for a Netflix anime, they're you know, and I feel like in just Netflix animes in general, it's either they're fire or they're trash. So I definitely thought Great Pretender was really good. I liked it a lot. If I'm going on a more traditional style of animation for anime, Jujutsu Kaisen all the way. Yeah. I think that's the winner. Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken, you know. That one's really good as well. But
just because of how different it is.
Yeah, that was good. But I think because it's so different, I don't think it's going to win it. I think it's going to be Jujutsu Kaisen. I watched a little bit of Princess Connect, the redive.
How'd that go?
It was a trip.
It's an idol one, right? Is it an idol one or is it like Magical Girl?
I didn't, to be honest with you, I just watched the best of moments. I believe it's a okay, to be fair,
we're the students who did not study that well for our test.
Dude, to be fair, it was like, so there's so many, and we decided to watch them last week. So we had less than 7 days to watch like 12 different animes. And I had like, between work and school, I had like 5 hours. So I had to make some choices. No, it's one of those ones where it's like a magical world kind of thing.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's a gacha game. That's what it is. It's a gacha game.
Gotcha. But anyways, so I just watched the best of, and you know, come hate me. It's fine. I hate myself. So, that one was good though. I mean, like it looks like it's the classic, dude, super strong, all this harem of women, which I think, for me personally, that just should knock off all the points. But I think if we're talking about what's gonna win it, I think that's what's gonna win it.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that one's good. It's between that and Jujutsu Kaisen for me.
Okay.
But if mine was the only vote, Great Pretender.
Okay. Alrighty. So we're all Great Pretender. I have Jujutsu Kaisen. Now we've summed up the animation. Best character design. Obviously, it's important. You want to have a character that's iconic.
Of course.
Yeah, you can. You know.
I
think even 5-year-olds today can describe what Goku looks like, even if they don't get like the hair right. They're just like spiky hair, orange, blue.
Exactly.
Like,
you can I think they did a thing like kids describing Mario. It's all the same. It's all the same thing. So, but yeah, I mean, how else are you gonna sell those figurines if you don't got good character design?
It's always about the toys.
Exactly.
I picked BNA for mine. Mm-hmm. I love Studio Trigger. I think Studio Trigger is dope. So BNA was my pick. I probably would have honestly did that one or Toilet Bound Hanako-san, just because that one was probably the most unique out of all of them. Mm-hmm. But I feel like BNA has that power of Studio Trigger behind it, so I don't think that they're gonna.
Definitely, BNA was it was really good, you know, and I kind of wasn't expecting too much from it. Maybe because I was kind of tainted by Beastars.
It's like a more like cyberpunky like Beastars, but without the romance.
Yeah, and honestly, like that first episode hit hard.
Yeah,
like I was like, especially for anybody who hasn't seen it, go watch it and then come back and watch this. But like in the first beginning part, it's like, you know, it's the raccoon girl.
Oh
yeah, trying to escape into
was it people were trying to like kidnap her and
no, they were trying to straight up murder her.
Oh yeah,
they pull up like in like a Mad Max like scene, and they pull up and like they trap her and they're about to like just beat her to death with a pipe.
I remember that. Okay, yeah. Now I remember that. Yeah.
And I was like, holy camole, dude. That was a lot. It kind of so just BNA in general, I think it deals with those darker tones really good. You know, it's like it's that story that I think is so really just it's really easy to resonate with anybody right now. Yeah. You know. Yeah. It's just that idea of trying to
find your place.
Exactly, find your place and just accepting others. What happens when we don't accept others. So I think that one's good. But going back to character design, I do agree. BNA is good. I really liked Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken. I thought that was good.
I would take that. That would be that's my interchangeable too.
If I had to pick the most that Yashamin, the Princess the Inuyasha sequel.
Yeah, Yashahime.
Yashahime, thank you. That one's iconic though because of Inuyasha.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like Boruto is good because Naruto was.
Yeah, because you're like, Naruto. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna talk about that in a couple weeks.
Oh, don't worry. So that one is like that. So it's good, but I don't think it doesn't bring that much really. The one that honestly sticks out to me, the one that I remember the most, honestly, is Toilet Bound. Yeah. Like the character designs are so like pop, like I don't know, just like so colorful, vibrant, and like
but dark at the same time.
Exactly. So it does a really good job. And even though I don't think it's the best anime, it is one that I don't forget the character. So if I'm being honest, I think Toilet Bound for me wins it.
That's the one you're gonna take.
If I'm gonna be the one, because if I'm just going not off of story or anything, if I'm just going off of me as a consumer, what more
iconic?
Yeah, what caught me and what do I remember the most? Honestly, it's the character designs from Toilet Bound.
Okay, good to know. Good to know on that one.
Yeah. But who do I think's gonna win it? Probably BNA. Either BNA or maybe Tower God.
Yeah, this is when this is the part in the Academy Awards when the really random movies will win like Suicide. This is when Suicide Squad wins an Academy Award for best costumes and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So I could see that. But yeah, if I'm going, I'd say Toilet Bound. You're saying BNA?
Yeah, I'm saying BNA.
Yeah.
Represent that studio trigger.
That's a solid pick. And so good. So good.
Yeah. So next one is probably, if you're a shonen fan, this is it. This is the sexy pick. This is your first round draft. This is the quarterbacks. This is the Cristiano Ronaldos. This is the Mike Trouts of anime, and the category is best fight scene.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Been waiting for this all day.
Yep.
All day.
So we have Satoru Gojo versus Ryomen Sukuna from Jujutsu Kaisen. So it's the first fight when Sukuna first possesses Itadori.
Oh, right in the beginning.
Yeah, right at the beginning.
That was a good fight.
Jin Mori versus Jigal Taek from God of High School. Berkuli versus the Dark God Vecta, not Vecna, for those of you who played D&D. They tried to get really close with it too. I was like, really? Vecta?
That word. I like that word play. I see you, Sword Art.
Almost. Deku versus Overhaul, My Hero Academia. Oh, let me say, Berkuli versus Dark God Vecta is from Sword Art Online Season 3 War for Underworld, for those of you who do not know. We have Jin Mori versus Han Daiwei, I think. God of High School.
Do you know it that way?
Brawler versus Master Akudama Drive. And those are the 5, 6.
Okay. I have a feeling I know your pick.
Mm-hmm.
I think you know my pick.
Is this my hero?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew this was my hero.
Yeah, it's easy. Easy clap. But actually, what I thought was good was I haven't seen it, but I watched the fight scene for this. The last one you read, the Akudama Drive.
Yeah, Akudama Drive.
Akudama Drive. That one was good. I enjoyed that a lot.
Really? You think that one's...
I don't think it's the best, but I think it was solid. Like, I see why it's here. Like, I felt good. Like, I felt like watching. I was like, oh shit, I'm kind of hyped. Because that's right. That's what a fight scene should be, right? And I mean, I'll try not to go on a tangent, but My Hero is so good because I feel like every big fight scene they've had, I have not been let down. I've always been hyped. And the hype train just keeps going. So, and especially with Deku versus Overhaul, the story that they built up, obviously, like, when we look at the world of like, oh, happenstance, like, it's like, oh, of course they got to make it like so sad and so, but like, I think, I mean, for me, it got me so invested to when this fight actually came, and the concept of, are we, because for anybody who hasn't seen, the Deku versus Overall fight. The big thing throughout, and spoilers if you guys haven't seen it, go watch it and come back. Night Eye has already seen this fight play out for Deku, and he dies in his timeline in time. And as far as we know, whatever Night Eye sees cannot be changed because that is time. So. But through like sheer will, in a combination of willpower and with the help of I forget her name, but the horn girl.
Oh, and Eri.
Eri, thank you. With the help of Eri and her crazy OP ability, and just the sheer will of Deku, which is we've all seen, and seeing him, push past those limits, just like all the greatest protagonists. We're able to see just this, like, just amazing, and it's the idea of, is our destiny predetermined? Are things that's going to happen tomorrow already set in stone are going to happen? Or are we in charge of our own destiny and we can change it? And I thought that was really great. And I thought it was so good. So for me, that's my favorite. And the animation was so good. Woo, fire all the way.
While we're here, I think I'll throw this in and see what the world says. But I would like to say that I think Midoriya carries the same energy as Captain America. I think their storylines are very similar. I know All Might's based off of like Superman and Captain America.
Okay, I get you. So yeah, because they're both they both didn't have powers. They're both small. They're what happens when good people are given powers and given the ability to help others. And I think that's why Bakugo is such a good foil, because he is okay. If you're given all this natural born ability to begin with, why what could happen? I agree with you. I think that's I haven't even thought about that, but I definitely agree that Deku definitely gives off Captain America vibes. I feel that.
For me, I'm gonna say so. I'm gonna just break it down for everybody. So Satoru Gojo versus Sukuna. It was kind of like when you first saw Kakashi do his thing against Zabuza, and you're like, oh, this is like high level. This is what high level stuff is. Yeah. Jin Mori. I honestly got high school. The story is confusing if you haven't read the webtoon. Mm-hmm. But the one, like, it's like they took all their money and they're like, let's just make the fight scenes good. That's it.
I mean,
that's all we need.
That's a strategy.
Who needs a story when the fight scenes are like Bruce Lee, Jet Li, and Jackie Chan just throwing hands all at once? Broccoli versus Dark God Vecta was like, it was cool. It was your typical big flashy sword move. If you've seen Fate, It was like a Fate fight, Fate Stay Night fight.
I thought that one was good.
Yeah, it's like I said, if you like Fate because it's like a borderline seizure attack because it's just lights and sounds. It's sensory overload. That's what they go for on those.
If we just explode your brain, then it doesn't matter what we put on the screen.
Exactly. Yeah. If your eyes are just burned, if you're like the dude in SpongeBob who's like, my eyes,
then we got you.
Yeah.
Easy. Okay.
Jin Mori versus Han Daiwi was cool, but it didn't carry like weight. I mean, he was kind of a butt, but yeah, I would have to say Deku versus Overhaul just carries the most weight because they really made. This is where it made me realize that like, or the kid that made the kids have to realize that this is like the gloves are off now when they start fighting. Like you know, what I mean? Like first couple seasons, it was like all right, like you know, like Endeavor or All Might will make it right. All Might pushes through in the end of the first fight, which is still my favorite fight. You guys can at me and we'll fight about it. But
All Might versus Nomu.
Yeah, All Might versus Nomu is the best My Hero Academia fight.
100%. I 100% agree with you.
And then in the second one, right, you had them fight. What's his name? I'm so embarrassed.
Season 2 or all for one?
Yeah. Well, who was the one who killed? Who almost killed his brother? Blood.
Stain.
Superhero killer Stain.
Oh, okay. Guy. He's the guy. He's got a sword.
He's got a lot of swords.
He's bad guy. He's bad guy. He's got a sword.
But I think this is like that fight that usually it's kind of like it's like the fight that made Robin realize that he's like, this is it now. This isn't just like, oh, I'm practicing to be a hero. This is it. This is like when they're the heroes now.
Honestly, and I also feel like season 4 did a really good job. Like you said, the stakes were high because we always knew like this is for real. This isn't like kids stuff. But I don't think we really knew it until because like in episode 1, we just watched because when Shigaraki and Overhaul are having their first conversation.
And he melts Homeboy, the Magna.
Yes. Oh my God. I did not see it coming. And for me, that was like, and then Compress loses his hand.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That I was like, this is real. This is what is about to go down.
Yeah. So. Yeah. I definitely think Overhaul elevated everyone. Like everyone had to go higher just to keep up with him. So that's our pick. Deku versus Overhaul, My Hero Academia.
Yeah, that's my pick. Who do I think is going to win it? I think that one's going to win it. Jujutsu Kaisen, maybe. I could see Sword Art Online winning it too.
I can see that.
But I mean, I think the My Hero fans are going to come out and Deku versus Overhaul. I think even if you're not a My Hero fan, you got to admit it was a good fight.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Next one is Best Drama. This one I already know what you're gonna pick.
You want to read them off?
Yeah. So nominees for Best Drama are Fruits Basket, Great Pretender, Japan Sinks 2020, Sing Yesterday for Me, Beast Stars, and Somalia and the Forest Spirit. Yours is Somalia and the Forest Spirit.
10,000%. 1,000,000%. For anybody who hasn't seen Somalia and the Forest Spirit, it made me feel. It was like before, I had no emotions. And then afterwards, I could feel for the first time. But to be in all honesty, it's beautifully done. If we're going back to the intros, if I had to swap one out and put a new one in, Somalia and the Forest Spirit like thinking back to it, it's such a beautifully done. Like the song's so catchy, and when it's such a nice song, and the music's just done really well. The story itself is really great. You know, I would say it's almost in a way, it's like a toned down version of Promised Neverland. Because
is Promised Neverland with like a little bit of a mix of Mandalorian, because it's that classic cub and
Guardian or
cub and wolf or something like that.
Yeah. No, it's good. And for anybody who hasn't seen it, it's pretty much so it's a world of beasts. Monsters rule. The forest spirit is a golem. Golems are fire. Like, I love them. So it's his golem, and he stumbles upon this human girl who escaped a I believe it's been a minute since I watched it, so if I get it wrong, I do apologize. I'm pretty sure like they were like captured by a group of monster like slavers, because in this world monsters capture humans and eat them, just like in Promised Neverland.
It's like a reverse of like those fantasy ones where they, instead of capturing they capture like the beast girls and stuff like that, but in this case they capture humans.
Exactly. So she's able to break out, and through somehow, because golems are like kind of like robots. Speaking of that, the voice actor that does the golem is pretty good. Like, he does a very good monotone robot, dude. Like, it's pretty good. I enjoy it. But anyways, it's just this really great journey and this bond. It's almost like a father-daughter feel to it. Yeah. And it will touch you in the heart so hard. You don't know what to do, so you just cry. I love it. I love it. Character design's great. Sometimes, I'll admit, sometimes it can be a little bit repetitive and stuff. But I think overall, it's really good. Everyone should watch it. It's really short too. I think it's only like 12 episodes, so it's not long. But it's good. Yeah. There's gonna be season 2. I'm excited for it.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude. Because, well, I mean, in the story, there's got to be a season 2. They left off on a cliffhanger, kind of. But like, I mean, I haven't seen that. Now you got me scared.
Hey man,
let me
I'm
Google.
used to being hurt from not having a sequel to my.
Let me confirm that they got the confirmation. Okay, it looks like it has been confirmed.
That's good.
Yeah, so I think it's looking like it's going. It's a good one. I hope it does, because if it leaves off there, that will be the second greatest tragedy since the fall of Rome, since Stars Align.
Since the loss of the Great Library.
Oh my God! Yeah, exactly. So Somali and the Forest Spirit for me. That's my pick. Best drama, so good. Another one that I really liked, Japan Sinks 2020. It's great. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. It's just really good. That one made me feel sad in all the right ways.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a more, if you enjoy, or if you enjoyed like Poseidon or those like those movies where natural disasters happen and you like people have to overcome, like that's your cut.
Yeah, and it's also by the same animation studio that does Devilman Crybaby.
Yep.
So if you like that animation style,
same director too.
Is it the same director?
The Uwasa guy that we talked about.
Yeah. He's good.
Homeboy's just living. Yeah. He's like Tom Brady. He just shows up. He's like, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be in the championships, and you just come talk to me when you're ready to.
Listen, I'm here for the paycheck, and we all know it.
I'm here for my awards. Everyone else is just here for second.
And it's fat as F. But that one's good. Japan Sneaks 20. I think that might win it. I don't know how much of a hype Somali and the Forest Spirit has. In my soul, I want that one to win, but I don't think it is. Beastars might take it too.
I have my pick is Beastars. My pick is Beastars or Sing Yesterday for me.
Mm-hmm. That one was good.
Yeah.
It was sad.
I have a love-hate relationship with anime and romance animes that have a love triangle.
Mm-hmm.
Love them because you like to see the drama, but I hate it because I'm sure we've all at some point been involved in a love triangle, and you feel for everybody, right? You've either been the one who's the winner, or you're the one who's lost. So, well, that sounds terrible. I shouldn't describe it as winning and losing, but you know what I mean. You've either been the one who's had their feelings reciprocated.
You're either the victor and you win your woman, because as a man we are warriors.
Unga Bunga hit him with the club. No,
exactly.
I don't condone anything like that. Yeah, but I thought it was a cool character arc. I like when characters when there's a conflicting character, and I don't know. It's a story we can all kind of relate to. We've all had an unrequited love at some point. So
I have been there.
Okay, so you sure you should be saying that with your girlfriend near you, or?
She is my unrequited love. No, no. She is the one that got away. No,
but my pick is Beastars.
I think Beastars is a good winner. I think that's good. But again, for dramas, if that's your thing, and you love drama anime or just drama in general, these are all great choices.
Yeah, I agree.
Go watch them.
Category next is Best Comedy. I know, folks, we've been in this for the long haul, but we have 4 more to go.
Here it is.
So, category Best Comedy we have the nominees: Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken, which I think is probably, if you haven't figured out at this point, Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken is good. Kaguya-sama, Love is War. My Next Life is a Villainess. Sleepy Princess and the Demon Castle. Kakushigoto, and Misfit of Demon Academy. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't had people say like comedy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't. I grew up in the golden age of the Will Ferrell movies. So I mean, we both did, but like for me, like Will Ferrell movies always make like, you know what I mean? Like when you watch a movie that's fun and you just laugh, like it gives you a good laugh.
I feel like Kicking and Screaming.
Yeah,
that was fire. That was fire.
It's hard for anime. I can never take a horror anime and comedy anime very seriously. The only pure comedy anime that has made me laugh is Konosuba, hands down.
Yeah,
it's made me like laugh hard. Usually the jokes are dry. And
I got you. For me, I get you, because I don't think most comedies really hit it for me. I think it's more just like, it's not like funny. It's just more like a feel good.
You chuckle.
Yeah,
you get a couple chuckles in. It's not like
you're just like dying. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
If I mean, we're gonna, I've said it once, I'm gonna say it again. Love is War, season 2.
Love is War. I picked Love is War actually.
Yeah.
Because that one made me laugh in frustration. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate the premise so much.
Dude, it's so
but
good.
I'm watching it like a car accident.
Dude, it's the car accident we all want to be in.
Yeah.
It's good. I enjoy it. I like it. I think another one that was good that I enjoyed, I mean, Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken.
Yeah.
That one was funny.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that
too.
I think Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken had more offbeat humor. It was kind of like, and I really kind of like that a lot more. So I think honestly for me, that might be, I might lean a little bit towards that. The Misfit of the Demon King Academy, that one was just stupid funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like watching it. Yeah. You're like, oh my God, this is so busted. Why are we doing it?
Yeah.
Like, exactly. It's funny knowing, because everyone's like, oh yeah, like you're a loser, we're gonna kill you, and you're like, no, this dude's like, if Jesus reincarnate.
Yeah.
Like, what was it like? I think. Oh, and then it also isn't that funny, because then he like killed that dude and bring him back to life like 10 different times, and was like, I'm gonna keep killing you and bringing you back to life until you understand who I am.
That was, if you're laughing at that, you Go see someone.
There's a special place for you. There's some places that you can go for that.
Yeah. For me, Misfits of Demon King Academy. That one's kind of my train wreck. In the realm of comedy, but another one I thought was good was Sleepy Princess and the Demon Castle. That one was just kind of like, again, I didn't find it funny. I found it more of a feel good time.
Yeah.
When I watch Goblin Slayer and I'm at my lowest, that would definitely be something I would watch to get back up.
Okay, I was like, where are we going? This is going to be very weird. I don't know where we're going with any of this, but okay.
But, so we thinking Love Is War is going to win it? Or you think Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken?
I would say I'm going to go Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken.
You know what actually might win it? My Next Life as a Villainess. That was pretty funny. It was kind of just like predictable funny, but I think that might win it. And plus then you have the female appeal to it, so
that's fair.
I think that might win it because we're victory is only skin deep, as they say. Yeah. At least I heard through the grapevine. Alrighty, we got what's next.
What else we got? We are on the category of best couple.
Ooh, this is a good one.
Oh, all right. So, actually, we are on our second to last. Oh no, actually, I skipped one. I'm sorry. We're not on best couple. We are actually on the category of best score.
Take it back. Yeah, alrighty, best score.
Nominees are Tower of God, Great Pretender, Beastars, Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken, God of High School, and Japan Sinks 2020.
They're all good. Even Beastars is good. Beastars is good music. I really like Japan Sinks 2020. Okay. I can see that. I think that had solid. Just in general, it felt very orchestra. That the big moments. Swells. So I think that one was really good. I enjoyed that. Another one that Tower of God was also really good.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a solid one. Honestly, I didn't really feel the God of High School. Wasn't really feeling the music. It was good, but I don't think it was the best.
That's fair. I honestly, I'm not very good at the whole score thing. I think the only score I really listen to is I kind of like Star Wars, like Harry Potter and stuff like that. I'm not like, but I'll probably say Great Pretender. Great Pretender had this kind of a more offbeat.
That one definitely reminded me of Bebop. Yep, Cowboy Bebop.
Like an offbeat, like if Ocean's 11 and Bebop
had a love child.
Yeah.
I feel that.
That's my pick.
Yeah, that's a good. I think that would probably win it too. But I would hope Japan Sinks would pull it off too.
I think it'd be fun.
That'd be good. Maybe Tower God. Probably Tower God too. I could see that being a close second.
I feel that.
Okay. What do we got next?
All right, next one is. Let me see. Oh, best couple. Sorry, I know we just skipped that. Category is best couple. The nominees.
Guess what? They're all trash, so we're skipping it completely. No, I'm just kidding. Let's go.
Honestly, I'm gonna go. So it's Nasa Yuzaki and Tsukasa Yuzaki from Tonikawa Over the Moon for You. I just want to say, before this was an anime, I was reading the manga, so I was here first.
Listen here, all you fake fans.
Yeah. And it was good. I liked it. Kaguya Shinomiya and Miyuki Shirogane of Kaguya-sama Love Is War.
Higher.
This is gonna be Gunner's pick. I guarantee it. Legoshi and Haru from Beastars.
Oh god. Oh god. Stop. Stop.
Kodoko Iwanaga and Kuro Sakuragawa, Inspector. Katarina Claes and Maria Campbell, My Next Life as a Villainess. And then lastly, Chizuru Mizuhara and Kazuya Kinoshita for Rent a Girlfriend.
I think I can take a guess.
Oh, no, actually, no. You'd be surprised. I don't think that they should be best couple.
Really?
Because best couple means that you're already a couple.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I didn't know we were getting all technical with it.
Well, they're not. They're like faking. They're like the whole premise. Way the show starts off, for those of you who have never seen it, is essentially he gets dumped by his girlfriend, and so he's lonely. So he goes on like a dating app, but it's like a date. You pay for like a girlfriend kind of like for like a day, and so he pays for Chizuru Mizuhara, and like then they find out that their grandmothers are best friends. And so
which all grandmothers are best friends.
So they're like, oh, you guys are dating. Like, that's cool. And so then they just have to continue the lie that they're dating until,
Well, here's the thing. It doesn't matter.
They're not together is my point.
It doesn't matter if they're technically dating or not. It's what we want in our hearts. And in our hearts, God, good couple. If I was to pick one, B-Stars, I'm sorry, you're out.
B-Stars is the hard. Yeah, it's a hard one to get past. I know for you, it's a hard one to get past.
It's rough. It's rough. You know, I need some time. I need to mature as an individual, and then maybe I can come back to it. I really liked the couple from My Next Life as a Villainess. I thought that was cute. I felt it.
Yeah, that was my pick.
That's a good. Oh yeah.
Get that representation. You know, I don't want people to start turning all terrible on this, but that was my pick. I was here for it. I'm here for that representation.
Yeah, dude, I feel that. But I mean, I think that one would probably be my second. I have to go Love is War. I have to.
I know you're already all the way.
They're made. You can't see right now, but Jessica, my wife, was shaking her head so hard.
Everyone.
Listen, you know it's true. They're meant to be. Just like the stars in the sky are meant to be with the moon. Yeah, I mean, another one that I think deserves just as an anime in general is Over the Moon for You. That one definitely. That
one's cute. I love that one. Yeah. That one's precious.
Yeah, I definitely need to watch that one again.
Yeah, intro's good. I like the intro too. I don't think the intro is going to be as good as it was.
It was good. Enjoyed it. I think it's hard to really mess up an intro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you really have to.
You got to try it and mess it up, which there are some that do. Okay, so we're thinking you're going. My Next Life as a Villainess. I think I'm going to go with you on that. I think what's gonna win it though is Rent a Girlfriend or B-Stars. No, never mind. I changed my mind. B-Stars is gonna win it. I already know. Weirdos.
All right. Well, I'll take my Tony Cobb Over the Moon. For representation, I'll take My Next Life as a Villainess.
Very good.
We got. I think this is it.
Is that it? Oh, we got the last one.
We're on the last one.
Wait, what about? Did we do Best Fantasy?
We're about to do Best Fantasy right now.
Then we still got one more after that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We're on the last one. My bad.
Oh.
My bad, everybody who's...
Well, no, it's Best Fantasy, and then we got to do Best Anime of the Year.
Best Anime of the Year.
Yeah, you were the one that said to save it for last.
Boy, sorry, everybody.
All the animes this year were trash. They were terrible. I hate them all.
Exactly. No one wins.
Exactly.
No one wins with me.
Why did no one like my fanfic with Harry Styles as the reincarnation of My Life as Slime 2?
Exactly. Hey, don't hate on My Life as a Slime 2. Okay?
Listen, I will do what I want.
Or reincarnated slime. All right, category for Best Fantasy are ReZero, Dragon Quest, Decadence, Ascendance of a Bookworm, Doro Hedoro, and Tower of God. Now, I will tell you, my pick was Decadence.
That's a good pick. It's a good the world in the world of fantasy is just amazing. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I do feel like this category was the weakest.
Yeah. I think it's for me. It's just a clear victor. I mean, the only one that I really like, if we're talking about best fantasy, and I mean, we could really get into it because I feel like if we were really getting like deep into it, I feel like best fantasy world and best fantasy could be two separate categories because I feel like the world itself and world like just like world design and stuff like that could be completely different from how they use the like the magic and the how they use that. So I think, but regardless of all that, Decadence was great. I enjoyed it. I loved it.
Okay.
It kept me wanting for more, and I think that's what a fantasy. I feel like that's what any fantasy anime should do. You want to know, it's the same thing. Like that's why Harry Potter, I feel like is so popular. People want to know everything they can about the world of the world of Harry Potter.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So I think for me, Decadence. Honestly, I mean, Dragon Quest was okay, but not really. I don't know. It was good, but I didn't feel like. I think the anime itself's okay, but I don't think I felt like really that. I don't think it's the best fantasy. I wasn't that invested, but it was a good premise. Dorohedoro, I would not say it's the best fantasy. Honestly, I would have much rather had Dorohedoro and comedy. To be honest with you, I think the jokes in Dorohedoro land are. I think it's really funny.
It's more consistent than.
Yeah, I think it's more consistent than a lot. What were the other categories in there again? Now, honestly, like I could even take I would definitely take off the Misfits of Demon King Academy.
Yeah, that one definitely was.
Yeah, I would definitely replace that with Dorohedoro because I think that stuff. I think it's funny, and they play with the gore and the stuff, and just it's all. I think the jokes are good in there, but
look at that.
Yeah, in the world of fantasy, it was interesting. The first episode, I was like, I wonder what they're gonna go with it, and I just didn't like it. I didn't like the fantasy world. It's interesting. It's definitely the lore behind it. Like it's kind of like it'd be cool to understand, but I think it kind of goes off the walls, and it's just a little too extra for me. So because I kind of like a fantasy world that makes I like a fantasy world that kind of makes sense, like something that could actually happen. Where I feel like there are limits. There are, there's only, which I mean, and maybe I'm just being a negative Nancy, but I just think for Dorohedoro, that's just I just didn't feel it. ReZero, it was good. I don't know. Season 2, I wasn't really more about the world. It was just more about seeing that boy die, seeing this man.
Yeah, it's more how much pain can we watch him suffer from. The Ascendance of a Bookworm. That was a feel good. I enjoyed it. Part 2, that was good. Tower God was good. I think for me, I think Decadence wins it easy. I think Tower of God might take it though, just because of how everyone loves Tower of God right now. Oh yeah, it is on a pretty good.
Yeah, it's on the hype train, and I just think, I mean, the world it is very, it's very out there, and it's very. It reminds me of a little bit of, almost kind of like the concepts from like Devilman Crybaby. I don't get it. It's like. But I think I just think Decadence is better. But I think Tower God's gonna win it.
Okay, I feel the same. Decadence is my pick, but I feel like Tower God will probably win it.
And which will be one of the greatest tragedies. And I will write a letter.
angry worded letter.
It'll be strongly worded.
Let's see. All right, so we did that one. We good there.
We're at the end.
This is end game.
Everybody has been waiting for this moment.
We have the anime of the year. The nominees are Keep Your Hands Off Hizuken, Jujutsu Kaisen, Great Pretender, Doro Hedoro, Appare Ranman, and Beastars.
Okay, so
you want to lead this one off?
I'm gonna start with which one I don't think wins it.
Okay.
Doro Hedoro, I think is out. I think it's easy.
Yeah, I don't think it's anime of the year.
Like, I don't like Beastars, but I don't think it's anime of the year. Like, I think Beastars has a better chance of being anime of the year than Doro Hedoro. It's good. It's good. Like, I think it's good, and I think, but I don't think, if we're talking anime of the year, I don't think Doro Hedoro. It's definitely, it's its own niche. Great Pretenders was solid. That one's good. I love that one a lot. But if I'm being honest with myself, if I'm just picking like a feel like a good like an anime that's like I'm just excited to watch and like it keeps me going. Jujutsu Kaisen, I would say it's a tie between Jujutsu Kaisen and Great Pretenders, and I'd probably give it to Great Pretenders. If I'm being honest with myself, if I'm talking about anime that just does good with like everything, art style, character development, music, and just how it's solid in all these categories that makes it the best. Appare Ranman, that one is good. It's slow. It's slow in the beginning. It definitely is, but it's because they spend the time on the character. I think the characters are so much fun. I love all of them. Another thing, it reminds me of, I've seen a lot of people mention this when I watch like reviews on it. They mention it's like an adult Wacky Racer. Like, I don't know if
that's what I've gotten the vibe of.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember as a kid. I remember I loved Wacky Racer.
I did too. I love Wacky. I thought it was a good show. I like when they did Wacky Races and they had, I think, Scooby in it. Shaggy and Scooby.
Oh yeah. And so that to me, I don't know. Like, and I just love the character's really cool. The main character reminds me a little bit of like Dr. Stone. He's like super smart. He's doing all those like calculations like while he's racing and stuff like that. And then they also have he's the samurai bodyguard. Which he's really cool. I like him. He reminds me a little bit of myself. So I have a feel. Of course. And I thought that one was really good. I think it did really well. And it was only 12 episodes, right? It felt short. And I just felt like it did a really solid job for the time that it had. I think the world itself, it made sense. This like parallel universe of like right as the the beginning, like the age of cars and stuff.
Yeah. It's like an early like 1800s.
And it's they just the other thing that it kind of reminds me of, it gives me a sense of, I feel like not Cowboy Bebop, but almost Samurai Champloo. Like, I almost have that feel. I mean,
they say shampoo or shampoo?
I'm sorry, shampoo. And so I really like that. I don't know. I think overall, it's for me, that's what wins it. Because I feel like each of these other animes, they have their own thing. Like, right, Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken. Yeah. For me, it's just the visual art. I think that wins it hands down. For Jujutsu Kaisen, the fight scenes. The fighting, the combat is the best out of all of them. The fight scenes are amazing. I
mean, easily.
Yeah, Great Pretender, I think, has the best soundtrack. I think it's got the best music out of them. Beastars, it's got the best. I guess it's got the crazy fans. So it's got, you know what, actually, if I got to give a compliment, it's got the best drama, I would say, out of all of them, right? It's a good mystery, and I think that's what keeps people enthralled, is that drama. Will they, won't they? What's going on? Who's the killer? Kind of stuff like that. So I think it does that really well. But I think, forgive me if I mispronunciate, Appare Ranman. I tried. It did all that really well, and I just felt like it's definitely, if I had to rewatch one of them, like a rewatch it multiple times, it's gonna be that one. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's something I'd want to rewatch, so I can get catch the little stuff I didn't miss. I just felt really everything about it I felt was good. Like I don't really have a lot. I mean, besides like super minuscule stuff, I don't have any really complaints about it.
Okay.
So that's gonna be my pick. What about you, Daniel, baby?
I agree a lot with what your breakdown was. Mine's all in on Jujutsu Kaisen. It's been in the most categories, that and Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken. I think Aizuken is like the non-popular pick. Like you know what I mean? Like usually there's like the shonen, which is Jujutsu Kaisen, and then there's like the one that's not the shonen, that's the pick. I think that's what this one's gonna be. Mm-hmm. So I think it's gonna. I would like for it to be Jujutsu Kaisen or Aizuken, and I'd be happy with either of those.
Yeah,
I do think Great Pretender has a strong chance as well, just because I don't think we've had a Bebop-esque show for a while.
It's good. Yeah, it's I could see it winning. And the hype on it is I feel like everyone's talking. Like I feel like a lot of people that don't watch anime are really like praising Great Pretender. And maybe that's just because it's on Netflix, so it's a lot more accessible or what, but I feel like it's got the popularity to win it all.
Yeah,
but
I think so too.
I think if I'm being I think Beastars is going to win it, dude. Either Beastars, you know what? No, Jujutsu Kaisen's probably gonna take it. But I think Beastars I think the fans of Beastars, because if you can watch that, you are loyal. You know what I mean? If you can watch that and be proud, because it is rough. Beastars is the only anime on here that you kind of have to explain why you watch it. You know what I mean? So
I mean, even that's, which is ironic because I was just about to do that. If you can get past the weird, that's because it's funny because that's the only time it comes up. Mm-hmm. And I've read the entire manga, and it never comes up again. It's kind of like
how I feel like a lot of animes and like mangas, they drop all like the naked women and like all the sex appeal in like the first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
And then like after that, like you'll get like one more scene and that's it for the rest of the season.
Yeah, no, it's fair.
So I get you. If you can get past that hump, then it gets better. But I think it might win. But honestly, if I'm being honest with myself, after hearing everything, I think Jujutsu Kaisen is probably gonna take it. Which is good. It's a good anime. It's solid. It's great. It's, you know what it kind of reminds me of? I feel like it kind of reminds me of a Blue Exorcist a little bit.
Yeah.
With you remember that one anime we were talking about? I gotta look it up again. For anybody out there, I'm looking up the name, but it's like these shaman high school kids, and they're from a lineage of other shamans that have to protect the high school, which is like a portal to the demon world.
Yeah.
We've talked about this before.
Which one is it?
I'm gonna look it up right now. Shaman High School.
Shaman King?
I don't think it's Shaman King. Shaman High School kids. And what they do is they like create like rectangles, and like I think one of them can make a bubble, and they have to trap the demons in the spears. And that sends them back to the... We did talk
about this, yeah.
We did talk about it. Like, because I was surprised, because usually, for everyone that doesn't know, Daniel is the lore master. Like, I feel like I will come to him with an anime, and he's like, bruh, I read that one like 10 years ago. Wow. When the ink was still wet when I read that one. But like when he didn't know this one, I was surprised. I got one over on him.
You did. I'll give you that one, man.
Let's see. Architect School Rectangle. I don't know if Google's got me, but you ever do that? You just like, oh, here it is. Kakaishi. For anybody out there that hasn't seen it, Kakaishi. That is Kakaishi. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It is that is what I have a mix of, because I feel like for me, when I think of like high school student by day, fighter of the supernatural at night. Even though I feel like Mob Psycho can kind of be covered by that too, I feel like Kakaishi is really good, and it could be just my nostalgia kicking in. But to me, I have like a Kakaishi for Jujutsu Kaisen. Kakaishi, it's almost like a mix of Kakaishi and what else did I say?
I don't remember.
Honestly, I don't remember either. Now I'm just thinking about Kakaishi, and he also had a ghost dog. So anybody out there that likes dogs in ghost form, it's for you. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see who wins. I think all of them are good. I don't think Dorohedoro's going to win it. I would be really surprised if it does, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think so too.
To be honest, I didn't think it was that popular of an anime until I started doing looking into all these for the awards.
Yeah.
I was really surprised. So yeah, if that wins, I'll be shocked.
Okay.
I'll definitely be. But I think we can both agree. We're both saying Jujutsu Kaisen's probably going to be it.
Yeah, I would say Jujutsu Kaisen wins it.
Yeah.
Or Aizuken. Those are my two.
I can see that. Aizuken, I feel like Aizuken's the win we all need, but might not happen.
But Jujutsu, sorcery fight is what we all deserve.
Exactly, sorcery fight all the way. Such a garbage English name. So bad.
I know, it's not the best.
Yeah.
Good anime though. So.
Good anime. Just gotta watch the subs.
Yeah.
Do they have it dubbed out actually?
Actually, yeah, I think they started doing the dub. Yeah, Crunchyroll is doing their own stuff in house now.
Oh, yeah? How's that going?
I haven't seen it actually. I know, so they have Konosuba's dubbed.
Mm-hmm.
I know they have that one. I think Inspector's dubbed. May have a couple dubbed episodes as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, next episode, you'll have to report back to us. How is the Jujutsu Kaisen dub?
Yeah. So, I guess now we should let everyone know what we're doing for the next pod. Yeah. Next week I think we're planning on. We had a discussion about Naruto and Boruto the first episode. Mm-hmm. Yeah, first episode. We thought to come in hot, and I made the statement that I think Boruto isn't as bad as everyone says it is.
That's such sacrilegious, but we're gonna get into that on next episode. I am Naruto all the way. Dan is Boruto. I think that will be the chunk of the episode. We'll probably get into some little bits in the beginning, but I think the chunk of the episode is why we think Boruto, or why I think Naruto, why you think Boruto is better, and we're gonna go back and forth. It's gonna be brutal. Make sure
I think that's the one where we're gonna have Chris on it.
Yeah, definitely. If he can make it, I know. Yeah. I know it's rough selling mattresses right now, but it's an honest work and someone's got to do it.
It's true. So we're looking for hopefully the pod will either drop next week or the week after. Mm-hmm. Once we finish putting all this together, and then obviously when the Crunchyroll Anime Awards come out, we will go over that and do a reaction pod for that.
Yeah, they'll definitely do that. Thank you for everybody that's out there listening. Looking at the last couple of videos, I know it's small views, but it's nice to know that it's not just just not me and Daniel listening. Yeah. So it's thank you, we appreciate it if you stuck around this long, and we'll be back next week for the next episode. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, dislikes, agreements, disagreements, just leave that all on the bottom. I think we've linked our email for the channel. If not, I'll make sure that it gets on this episode. But if you want to send us anything, let us know. who's your favorite waifu? Who's your least favorite waifu, and why?
This is a random thought, but I saw this on another podcast, and I don't want to. Not another podcast, but YouTube video. I don't want people to start thinking we're stealing other people's ideas, but I thought this would be kind of cool to do this. They did we rank all 151 OG Pokemon.
Jesus, that's like a big like a soup. Is it like the tier list where it's like A, B, C, D, or like 1 through 150 re-rank?
I mean, we can decide on either ones, or maybe the people who do listen can decide. But yeah, we can either rank them like S tier and stuff like that. Or we can just go 151's the whack, one's best, and we just go up the list.
That would be cool. I think that'll be fun. I definitely do want to. So just for everybody that's listening to this point, I've been playing a lot of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So I do want to say for an episode, I want to talk about that and say what are just the Switch games in general. I would like to make a list of what is our favorite Switch games, because me and Daniel both are Switch boys for life.
Well, I was originally Sony, but I don't have no PS5 yet. So, but I'm all I've been all. I grew up a Nintendo kid. I still stay a Nintendo kid. Switch probably has. I respect it. I respect each quality. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel you, but I love Daddy Nintendo. That's all I'm gonna say. Give me all of that Bowser. But anyways, I'd like to maybe talk about that, our favorite Switch games, or even we could just do Nintendo in general. I think that'd be a fun one. Branch out a little bit, but yeah. So that's what's all coming. If you guys have any, if you guys want to hear us talk about something, if you guys have an idea, guys and gals, if you people have an idea, let us know, and we'd love to hear it. But yeah, thanks for listening.
Don't forget to either like or subscribe on YouTube. We are also on Apple Podcasts, so if you are listening to us on Apple Podcasts, please leave a comment and a review. Much appreciated. And I believe Spotify as well. Is that what we're trying to get into now?
We're on Spotify. By episode 3, we're gonna have an Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the social medias up, so we'll link those also and the description. So yeah, go ahead and give us like, subscribe, and tell us what you like. But thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to us. If you've listened this far, you guys stay safe, stay hungry,
stay safe.
Listen, this has been a long podcast.
It has been a long podcast.
I'm losing my talking voice.
But yeah, I hope everyone out there feels loved and happy. I know times are rough right now still, but there is hope on the horizon.
Because season 5 of My Hero's coming out.
Yeah, that too. But I hope everyone has a wonderful week. We will see you guys next time. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe.
All right.
Watch anime.
And stay weird.
Always stay weird. All right. Have a good day, everybody.
All right. Bye.
Bye.